The Cardinal Community School District wants to switch to a 4-day school week. They held an informational meeting for students' families on Monday, October 22nd with Principal Landon Miller.
I think the biggest thing is we want to make sure that we're recruiting and retaining some of the best possible teachers we can for our kids. Some of our goals included trying to make sure that we follow the research, and the research tells us that teachers are the number one impact for student learning.
According to a handout from the informational meeting, Miller and the school think that a 4-day week will help with teacher effectiveness, recruitment, and retention, along with student achievement.
And when you live in a rural area, you have to get creative because the pay that we can give teachers isn't always what some districts can pay because of the tax base. And so what we have to do is we have to think differently. And one of the ways that other schools around the country have thought differently is to retain and keep teachers in their schools because of a 4-day school week. The other part of that is we want to make our teachers better, and with a 4-day school week we would have the opportunity to do more professional development to make sure that they're as effective as can be in the classroom.
The planned 4-day week will not be the standard Monday through Thursday.
We are kind of proposing that we would go Tuesday through Friday.
Okay.
And our teachers would have 2 times on Monday, 2 Mondays a month off, 2 Mondays PD, and then our kids would be off every Monday.
The University of Iowa will conduct unbiased research to collect data about the positive or negative impacts on students and teachers.
We weighed the options, and our first thought was Friday, but there were just so many other factors that Monday might be better, as things like there's a lot of holidays that we take off already on Monday, so it would line up with our schedule. There's other factors as some activities. A lot of people thought that activities would be affected if we didn't go on Fridays. And I think the other is a perception out there of, Monday's a work day. And so I think when you take Friday off, sometimes that perception is that you're trying to get just days off. But really, we think that Monday will be better received.
Other local groups are prepared to be involved in the 4-day week to help parents who will not have the day off and keep students in the learning mindset.
We would have a daycare option here on the premises. Could be some associates that help us and get some extra hours doing that. We could have some faith-based organizations around the community help us out. The YMCA has partnered and said that they would be willing to do some things for us for our kids. We've also thought about enrichment activities on Mondays, whether it be field trips for middle school age, things of that nature. And we've thought about a lot of different things that we can put into place. I will tell you that other schools I've talked to that had the exact same issue from their community about the daycare issue, and all of their answers that I've talked to, whether it be Waco, whether it be schools in Missouri, schools in Oregon, schools in Oklahoma, they've talked about that kind of goes away. People kind of figure out what works best for them and their family. But on top of that, we don't want to just say that's all we're going to do. We want to put things in place to help our families and our community.
For more information, contact the school or Miller directly. For Atoma Radio, I'm Erin Frazier.